welcome to another Silver Dollar City podcast. Hey, Maddie.
Hey, Cole.
I can't believe this is, we always count this down, and I always feel like self-conscious that I don't know what number episode this is, but this is 6, right?
It's 6. I mean, that means that we're just having fun.
It does
I thought the
mean we're
same
having
thing.
fun. We just lose track, don't we?
That's right.
I know. We're in the beautiful Culinary and Craft Studios here at Silver Dollar City, and a thank you to everyone, my goodness, for taking the time to click on Apple Podcast or on Spotify, or maybe you're watching on YouTube. We appreciate you. If you are on YouTube, again, beautifully decorated for the holidays. Here we are, because the holidays are here.
That's right. And it's chilly outside. I mean, it's starting to feel, like we're getting closer to Thanksgiving. We're getting closer to Christmas.
I know. It really does feel like it now. And I don't know about you, but I have my first family Thanksgiving scheduled in a handful of days now. And we're almost to the time. Do you guys travel for the holiday, or do you stay around?
Well, we stay pretty close, but we do have 3 Thanksgivings. I know that there's a lot of folks out there that might have that. So it's a little hectic. I'll be making a lot of deviled eggs, a lot of sweet potatoes. But those are my favorite. Those are my 2 favorite. But we do 3 Thanksgivings. But with my dad, we actually make something a little more non-traditional.
Okay.
We do soup.
Okay, like soups and sandwiches, or just soups?
Soups and salad.
Soups and salad.
Yeah,
That's even healthier.
I'm curious, listeners or folks out there, is there anything weird that you do or non-traditional for your Thanksgiving or Christmas meals?
I have heard some pretty quirky things over the years, I mean, to me, like prime rib, that's not quirky. Like, I've heard people that do that at the holidays.
That's fancy.
For family. That does sound fancy. Soups, it's funny, I remember when our kids were younger and my grandparents were still hosting, like we did. I mean, we'd have like an early lunch and a late lunch and a dessert stop, and then we'd do dinner somewhere because everybody wanted to see the kids, and we had to make all the rounds, and things just kind of, family dynamics change, and we have a few less stops this year, the grandparents kind of join us, but man, I remember those times and how hectic it was, so I'm there with you on that. And I remember we used to eventually get to the point where we didn't want any more turkey or ham, and we would do soups, but it was almost out of necessity, because you were burnt out.
More in.
Yeah, you were burnt out. But I've heard people do lasagna. Yeah,
like an Italian
heard that? Like an
Thanksgiving?
Italian theme. Somebody the other day said they like to do Indian food.
Ooh, yum.
I know.
I love
thought
Indian
that was
food.
kind of out of nowhere. There was a buddy of mine that said they like to do Indian food for Christmas. And I thought,
that's
wasn't
good.
that interesting?
I love all food. I would think Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday because I look forward to eating all day and then taking a nap and then eating again.
Yeah. I would assume you are on the hook for deviled eggs because you raise chickens.
That's
I mean,
right.
people are just like, yeah, Maddie's got the eggs.
Yeah, we got chickens in our backyard. So I go out and get my eggs every morning. I eat them every morning.
Yep.
But pro tip, if you guys make deviled eggs out there, try to use ones from the store because fresh eggs, they do not peel very well. So that's my tip.
Okay. You got to peel them, so you need to get them from the store.
Yeah, they're a little, I don't know if they're a little older or I don't know. I don't know
what that story is either. No. And you know what? This is the only time of year. I was just having this conversation where sweet potatoes make it out to the table in all different forms, right? Do you like marshmallows on your sweet potato?
Oh, I love marshmallows with a little brown toasty top. Little
Was
crunch.
it brown sugar and pecans or something? I think my wife puts on them sometimes when she makes a bake. It's like a sweet potato bake. And pies. It seems like no other time of the year do we get to eat pumpkin pie or pecan pie or pecan pie, pecan pie. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, I don't. I call it both.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite food, Cole? What do you look forward to the most? at
Stuffing,
Thanksgiving?
hands down. It's the stuffing. Yeah, and I don't even care if it's stovetop stuffing, like out of a box, or, I mean, my family has also gone all out and made their own homemade gluten-free stuffing to accommodate out. It's still good. I love stuffing. It's my favorite.
Can't go wrong with stuffing.
What about you? Is it deviled eggs, or is it something else?
I kind of said it. Deviled eggs and sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top.
Oh, my goodness.
And I have to admit, I know we're
almost
talking
here.
a lot of Thanksgiving, a lot of food, but I've never actually cooked a turkey. I think the next few years I'm going to have to get on that and really.
Okay, look, I'm going to warn you about that. We've only hosted and cooked a full-size turkey one time, and I remember it really grossing my wife out. And the reason being is it's like, I think there's something about that big frozen bird that's slowly thawing, and you kind of have to take the packet out of the middle of the turkey, and there's like a neck you got to deal with. And
Wishbone, all the things.
I'm not going to pretend to know what all she took on that morning, but I just remember she had to take breaks.
Okay.
Oof, I need a break from this.
I'll be ready.
Slimy frozen turkey. But I love eating them.
Oh, me too.
They are delicious.
Me too.
Even deep fried turkey. You ever had deep fried turkey?
Never had a deep fried turkey.
My grandmother used to even like bread it and fry it like chicken.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
man,
some good cooking.
It is. Look, and of course, you know, I don't know if you're decorated for Christmas or not. You know, here we are before Thanksgiving. My wife is somewhat of a purist, a Thanksgiving purist. I like to give her a hard time and call her because she doesn't want decorations. She doesn't want to listen to Christmas music really before Thanksgiving.
You know, we're kind of the same.
Okay.
We're the same.
All right.
We don't have any Christmas decorations up.
You
And
know,
it's tough. I have to kind of hold back because coming to Silver Dollar City, it gets me in that cheer on, you know,
Right.
1st of November. I'm ready.
feel like you have to tamp that down coming to work every day.
Yeah.
I know. I have softened on it. Thanksgiving used to be my favorite holiday, but as we've had kids, I love buying them gifts and figuring out what will really, you know, light them up and get them excited. And so, like, Christmas has taken the number one slot for me as far as holidays. So, like, now we've been listening to Christmas music on the way to school every day with my youngest that I drop off, and like, yeah, I'm ready to put up lights. I'm ready to put up a tree, but we kind of got to meet in the middle.
I love it.
Maybe the weekend before. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for this year.
We'll be ready to deck the halls.
Well, you pointed it out. It is an old time Christmas at Silver Dollar City. Not only are we decorated here in the Culinary and Craft Studios, but like it's been Christmas for a minute here.
It has.
Like, it is beautiful. The lights are at 6.5 million lights again this old time Christmas, and it's funny to me how, and maybe this is for you too. My normal favorites at Silver Dollar City sometimes take a back seat to other favorites at Christmas time. Do you know what I mean? Like some days if I come to Silver Dollar City, I have certain rides and foods that I want to make sure they're like staples. But like at Christmas time, something that rises to the top for me is the train ride.
Oh, I love the train at Christmas.
Hearing Grandpa tell the true meaning of Christmas and that story out on that, and the views you get of the park that are so lit up,
And singing extra loud. Who cares if you're on pitch?
That's right. Come on.
Belt it out.
Yes. That is and I'm not alone. I think the train is probably the number one ride at Christmas.
I think we might have a visitor.
I think a train just rolled by, actually. I'm not really sure.
Wow, it's the carolers.
We have visitors. Oh, my goodness.
We were just talking about singing.
Hi. Nice to see you. Guys.
It's cold outside, you guys.
Were you expecting guests,
I
Maddie?
was not, but what an amazing surprise. These are our carolers, and you guys look amazing.
You do look amazing. Truly dressed for the weather, too. We were just talking about how it's a little brisk.
It
out
is.
there.
Frightful outside.
It is a little frightful. Oh, man. Well, would you guys want to sing a song for us since you're here?
Well, they brought their songbooks, it looks like. I mean, you got it.
Y'all ready?
Wow.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful. We were literally just talking about our favorite things about an old-time Christmas, like the train and the story of Christmas,
Yes.
the time that Grandpa tells, and
Did we interrupt something?
we're doing our Silver Dollar City podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have
You
heard
are.
of it.
You are live.
We are. You are on camera, I suppose. Yes.
How did we miss that?
But you sounded beautiful. You sounded beautiful. Very well done. Yes. Yes.
How do we see ourselves? I mean, this.
So you guys can
yeah.
look this up on ozarkly.com. And I'm
Yeah.
so excited that our listeners got to hear you sing because what talented musicians you
I
are.
know.
And listening to you, it sounds like a soundtrack. I mean, it's beautiful in this, the acoustics of the room. So guys, look that up.
I think we have something for you guys, actually.
Oh,
Ozarkly?
yes,
Ozark,
Ozarkly.
yeah, ozarkly.com.
Here we go.
If you guys haven't been there, you should check it out. Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us on ozarkly.
Wow. Okay, they said it much more elegantly than we did, I
That's
think, don't you?
awesome. Yeah, Cole, we're not going to be able to top
We
that.
are quickly losing our job.
Oh, my
yeah, that's what's
goodness.
happening, I
Thank
think,
you
right
so
now.
much.
To do, still some people to see.
Oh, well,
sing,
thank you so much for
back and
visiting.
forth.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you,
thank you
guys.
for coming by. Oh, they're going to sing us out, I think.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Okay.
You guys, only at Silver Dollar City.
Look, just when we think we've done it all here, right? On the Silver
Right.
City podcast, we have our first guest.
That's awesome.
What a fun surprise that was. And you know, that is even as we were walking down the Culinary and Craft Studios today, music was just playing in the streets, right? And it's back to that, like, Christmas music is such a big part of getting in the Christmas spirit.
It
you know?
is. It is.
Oh, and
You
they
can't help but
run
smile.
all over the park and sing Christmas carols for our guests every day.
They do. They greet them. I've heard them singing up towards the square or in queue lines. And again, I have to check. I'm like, is that the speaker? No, it's
Is
the
that a
carolers.
music playing? Or yeah,
They are
sure.
just so talented,
Wow.
and what a treat! My cheeks hurt from
My
smiling.
goodness, mine too. I know, and I kind of wanted to join along with them.
Me
To be
too.
honest, they really made me want to sing Christmas carols, but nobody needs that with their talent. Like
Yeah, the harmonies, phenomenal, phenomenal.
Beautiful. Okay, so look. While we're on the topic of old time Christmas, and we're clearly now more in the Christmas spirit than we were 5 minutes ago.
Sure are.
Right? I think we should probably go ahead and hit Silver Dollar City News.
That's right. and
Right?
We're rolling it out with some Christmas Silver Dollar City news.
That's right, a headline.
Yeah.
Christmas headline today.
Now, you guys might have noticed, if you're watching on YouTube or a video, you can see our bubble wand nutcracker. This is new.
Now, we've had bubble wands.
Uh-huh.
We've had them for pumpkins
Right. Mm-hmm.
before. We've had them for Christmas, but these bubble wands are a little special, right?
They are. They are interactive bubble wands. So
Okay.
people might think, what does that mean?
Our
How are
team
they-
has had a lot of fun playing with these. Can we just go ahead and admit that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've been the topic of discussion among staff, I feel
Uh-huh.
like, here on Park. So we just had to share them as a headline for Silver Dollar City News here as part of Christmas. There are places around this park that these bubble wands interact with. So when you
Mm-hmm.
turn them on, you're blowing bubbles with them. Not only do they play music, but they also set off bubbles all around the park at these different stations, right? I think we should probably play it. Can
yeah,
we play it for
let's
them?
play it. So we go up for the bubbles.
Oh, you're setting them off. Oh,
Ooh! Man, now that's some
that's some serious bubbles. Okay, now it's funny. Now, first we were filling the Culinary and Craft Studios with beautiful Christmas music. Now we're making a mess.
making it with
oh,
bubbles.
look at this.
But that's
look
true.
At this.
True Silver Dollar
Bubbles
City.
everywhere. You're right. But now here's another thing that's funny, and I want to ask you this because this was a topic of discussion. So when
What
you
does that
click
sound
the
like, guys?
nutcracker trigger, I'm going to call it. Not only does it blow bubbles, but it makes this sound, and that's how you interact with the other bubble stations around the park. Does that remind you of a sound at all? That like
does.
chomp sound?
I'm thinking Pac-Man. We talked about.
Oh, goodness gracious. Blowing bubbles again everywhere.
We were talking about that a little earlier, Cole. How when you're playing Pac-Man and it.
Listen, I could not pinpoint it, but you're totally right. That's a Pac-Man sound, right?
Or
Oh,
it's
and they
a good
open
old
their
crunch.
mouth. They're super fun. Come on.
They are so fun, and I got to try it out. There's a few interactive stations. We were talking earlier. I think you can
Bubbles
get a
on.
map, so because they're all over the park. But I found the snowman in Midtown, and I clicked it at him, and he blows bubbles back at you, and they sing or they play music.
And they glow at night. Like, it's super fun.
It's awesome.
We
Our-
just had to share that,
Yeah,
right?
shout out
As
to
a
our merch
headline.
team, too.
Absolutely. And you know what? One of our fans, Michael Gum, posted a video of his son using this bubble wand around park, and I didn't know you can also interact with the parade. Like, he
Yes.
taught me something. I was like, oh my goodness, he is crunching his nutcrackers, biting at the parade.
Yes.
And it's like setting off bubbles in the Rudolph's Holly Jolly Christmas parade.
That's so cool, and like you
Like
become
parade,
a
yeah.
part of the parade.
Yeah, so
how
cool.
neat! You can pick these up.
What a fun.
Glow Shack, I think, is where I got
Okay.
mine. So
I'll
that's
give you
up
a
on the
map
square.
and everything. Okay.
Get your
Man,
bubble
what a fun headline to kick things off.
I love it. I love it.
Well, headline number 2 in Silver Dollar City News. People may have seen this recently, but we are even increasing the number of Christmas-filled days here at Silver Dollar City. We've added a day. December is 18th?
Yep, that's right. A Wednesday.
December 18th is a Wednesday, the Wednesday before Christmas, right? It's like 1 week before Christmas.
To be exact.
And in addition to the bubble wands and carolers and all the things old time Christmas, we've got a very special performance from Rhonda Vincent, the Queen of Bluegrass, is coming to put on like a Christmas show in Red Gold Heritage Hall.
1 day only, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so folks
That's my
come
impression.
out. I got to go see her. So Red Gold, that's where she'll be.
Yeah.
That's
Added
exciting.
Christmas Day, Rhonda Vincent performance. I mean, what a fun way to come down and enjoy an old time Christmas that day, you know?
so much
Kinda
fun.
Pencil it in. You know, you got to plan ahead, right? To get the family all together and come down here. So we're putting that special day on everybody's radar as a headline because I
That's
think that'll be
exciting.
super fun.
More days of Christmas. Who doesn't love that?
All
I
right,
know
what
I
about
do.
headline number 3? I'm going to let you do this one.
All right, so this is a big one. We have pork rinds.
I was going to crunch
we got
a
to
pork
crunch
rind, but
for
it didn't work.
He's
Yeah.
crunching.
That's a
Huge,
pork rind.
huge headline. So growing
Yeah.
up, my dad and I, we always had to go get the pork rinds. So when I heard that they were back, I was really excited. You can get them at lumber camp.
I think a lot of fans are really excited about this. Now, you shared that your dad used to always insist that you go get the free sample of pork rind back in
Yes.
the day.
Yep.
Do you think that's just because he was cheap?
Probably.
Yeah, and he just wanted you to get a
Sorry,
free
Dad.
filling snack. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding.
I mean, we got samples. Like, Sam's Club, Costco, we got to go around and get the samples.
No,
so we go
I
get
don't think
peanut
it's
brittle.
because he was cheap. I think it was more because, as a father, you like to introduce your kids to things that you want them to like,
Right.
that you also enjoy.
That's
you know?
exactly right.
And it doesn't always pan out, but in that case, are you a fan of pork rinds?
They're okay. It's not really something that I would like go out to seek, but I have to try them since they are back. I got to go back. And when I heard that they are serving it with pimento cheese,
I heard this as well. Yeah.
I love pimento cheese.
Yeah, I
So-
think that's that's a twist that I've never tried with a pork rind. So you can either dip it in pimento cheese and eat it, or I also heard they're putting the pork rind on a burger at
yum.
lumber camp.
That would be good.
Kind of the whole like crunchy fried onion feel, only out of a pork rind.
And
down
extra
there at lumber camp.
protein.
And a protein, yeah.
Right.
I like that. Okay, pork rinds are back. What a headline.
That's right.
At Silver Dollar City. And, I think if you love them, you got to go get them, right? I mean, and show that team that you want them to stay.
Yeah,
That's
only
what
at
I've
lumber
heard.
camp, right?
Yeah, that's my impression, yeah.
So go get those guys, eat them up.
And I'm kind of a fan of pimento cheese nowadays. I couldn't have always said that, but I am. So I think we should go try them,
Yeah,
dip them.
We'll add that to the list.
Well, we were talking about, we landed on food. How do we always land on food, actually?
Yeah, we enjoy food. I mean, it's one of the great pleasures in life.
I know we've been like vying to try to get food on this podcast for a couple times. I think we're eventually just going to wind up eating, and causing a lot of misophonia,
Some
but
good ASMR.
triggering people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have an all new tasting passport for Christmas. It's one of my favorite parts about visiting Silver Dollar City now. It's so funny. It's like, we have our Trailblazer for rides, we have our Show Lovers Pass for show lovers, and we have the tasting passport for food lovers, right? The foodies, like we are. And we actually, I think our foods team challenged us to figure out maybe if we could guess the top 5 selling foods at Old Time Christmas. And of course, that sent my mind swirling a little bit. I don't know if
Me
you had
too.
time to think about it too. And you have the actual list we're going to share
I
with
do.
people. But what do you think is probably on that list for the top 5?
Now, I haven't looked at the list yet,
Christmas
so I'm still
foods.
thinking. I mean, I definitely think wassail has to be on the
Ooh,
top 5.
Yeah. Or hot cocoa, right?
Hot cocoa, wassail.
That seems simple, but think of how many of those people
Yeah.
want when it's cold outside.
On a cold
lot.
evening, for sure. And then I thought skillet, because I think that's
Okay,
just
yep.
a staple. I
Yeah,
think that's one of
sure.
our most famous foods here, in my opinion. What about you? Do you have
No, I
anything
like
else?
that. I mean, I would think at Christmas time, peppermint something would be, I don't know if it's an ice cream maybe that's
Or
in
pretzel?
the mix. Or I did get a chance to try the pretzel, peppermint encrusted pretzel.
What'd you
From
think?
Sadie's. I thought it worked.
Okay.
I did not expect it. But
I'm not a mint
with
lover.
the salt, with the peppermint, it worked for me. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
Okay.
it was good.
Also, the walking taco.
Oh yeah, if I was a betting man, I would say that's probably in the top
I
5
love a
too. That's a
walking
good guess. But then didn't I? We have also featured the apple dumpling before.
Oh, yeah. Cinnamon ice cream. like that.
With cinnamon ice cream. I think that's a staple at the holidays, so that could be in there too. But I don't know. What do you think? You
I
got the
don't know,
list.
And
You know,
then
maybe
one
we
more
should-
I thought, cinnamon
yeah.
bread. Just because, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
when you
yeah,
come to
yeah.
Silver Dollar City, you have to get the cinnamon bread. Okay,
you're
we're going to
right.
see if we
That
got
is
any of these right.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we
Oh, wow.
did we do pretty good?
Well, just number one did shock me. Oh, let's see. Okay, we got hot chocolate on there. Hot chocolate is number 2.
Okay, number 2.
We did
cocoa.
pretty good, Cole. Apple dumpling, number 3.
Hey-oh. Okay, that's one of my favorites. I love that.
And number 5, walking taco.
Okay. So
We did
you're
good.
telling me we got all of them except number 1 and 4, and
1 and
I
4.
could see the surprise in your eyes
Yeah.
when you said number 1.
Just what
So now I got it. This is tough. So it's not walking taco. It's not hot chocolate.
think like
Ooh,
all you can eat.
I wondered about that, like in the mill, they do the buffet, right?
That's right.
I mean, is it as obvious as like prime rib on the buffet?
You hit it. Christmas buffets.
Okay, the mill Christmas buffet
The mill
is
and
number
the prime
1.
rib. So I'm assuming it's
Okay.
both because it says Christmas buffets. So, but I just want to
And
think
there's
about
like
that.
there's ham and fried chicken. I think I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pretend to know, but it's
All the
all
goodness.
delicious comfort foods that you love to have
Right.
at the holidays.
And who doesn't love that?
And
we're
pie.
just talking about food and all you can eat. I mean, that's where I should go.
Okay,
I don't know why I didn't think
so
about that.
look, is number 4?
Okay, hint for you. I
Okay.
said cinnamon bread. It's
Yeah.
not cinnamon bread, but what's something else that's a pretty big staple here at the park that
Okay.
you smell?
Listen, I've got a guess based on your clue. I wanted it to be the Christmas toasty though, but I don't think it is.
No.
You were
that.
not even a fan of that, right? Like
No, I'm sorry, guys.
it's like Thanksgiving or Christmas meal on a hoagie, right?
It
like
is.
it's the turkey and the dressing and the
And I don't mind if
slaw
my
and
food
the
touch. I
gravy.
just I have to admit I haven't tried it, so I can't knock it till
Oh,
I try
okay.
it.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, I'll
So,
take
but
that.
it just
I also was thinking like something warm, like Ozark's chili or wassail.
It's a
could
dessert
be
item.
in the top, but I'm just gonna bounce off your cinnamon bread idea and go cinnamon roll.
You got it. Ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding. That's right.
Okay. I mean, look, that's something you can't go wrong with any time of year here at Silver Dollar City. So that's why that was a guess.
So
okay.
good. Even Delilah's, you walk in, you smell it. Ooh.
Okay, so hit me with them one more time. Top 5 selling foods at Old Time Christmas.
Number 1, Christmas buffets.
Okay.
Number 2, hot chocolate. 3 is apple dumplings, cinnamon roll rolling in at number 4, and the walking taco.
I like what you did there. It rolled in.
It
at
rolled
number 4.
in.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, cool, guys. That's really interesting to know. I mean, our foods team is amazing. They work so hard year round,
They
and I
do.
love how we
Yes,
have
they
different foods featured at each festival.
Yeah,
So that's
me
exciting.
too. And if you had to add something, did we miss anything? Any favorites of yours that are not popular? You know, because sometimes there are things that are really popular that you're not into.
This
But-
year,
Yeah.
the red pepper Gouda soup with the cheese twist stick thing.
Okay.
I tried that.
I
so
don't
good.
even know. Yeah, I didn't even know that existed. That sounds delicious.
It was really, really good.
Well,
So-
look, I mean, this goes without saying, but I hope people will also let us know their favorites, right? During an old time Christmas festival and even their favorite Thanksgiving traditions and foods. Maybe there's something that we haven't discussed. They can always, please email us, ozarkly@silverdollarcity.com, or comment in our social channels, whenever we're posting, parts of the podcast there. We would love to hear from you and love to know what your favorite foods are. Because come on, food is a big part of this season.
It is.
Right.
It is. And speaking of, getting emails from listeners, we received one from Donnie. So we'll move right into Maddie's mailbag, if that's all right with you.
Well, sure. Maddie's mailbag it is. Let's do it.
So we heard from Donnie, and he says, "Hey, Maddie and Cole, with the recent announcement of the city getting a major expansion and Christmas just around the corner, what do you want Santa to bring to the city over the next few years?" So I got to thinking about this because I got
And
to
he's
read
not
this
talking
from
about things
Donnie.
off like, our Christmas wish list, like an iPad or.
Right. Like, what do we
Yeah.
think Santa? And, in my mind, I'm an animal lover. So the first thing I think is like cat sanctuary or, I know that
yeah.
that's way out in left field. Love
Silver
animals.
Dollar City Cat Sanctuary.
Yes.
I wouldn't have thought of that
We
one.
could
That's a
rescue
good
all
one.
the cats and I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy cat lady.
No, you're not. I love it. I love your heart for animals.
What did you think?
Listen, I don't know. I mean, we're talking 1,200 acres, right? Let's go back to the announcement that they're referencing. 1,200 acres. The Silver Dollar City Resort, right, is going to be there. You know what would be so cool? What if they found another cave over there?
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that.
How cool would it be if like all of a sudden we had this like cave connection?
Oh, awesome.
Right? Between like the resort and that's silly.
Well, but that could
I'd
happen. There's a lot of caves, in the Missouri, northern Arkansas area. Like,
who knows?
They find them on their land. So I
Yeah.
think that's not too far-fetched. I think that could be a possibility.
And also, I can't help but to, greedily ask for another killer coaster.
That was on
right?
my list too.
I mean, we've seen the views there overlooking the lake and the Ozark Mountains there where we're building the Silver Dollar City Resort. We're not building the resort. They're building the Silver Dollar City Resort. And I just think, talk about a backdrop for another coaster. For
I
Silver
agree.
Dollar
We
City.
have some amazing coasters here, so I'd love to see
Yeah.
what they bring next. Another thing on my list was maybe a new show venue. I love our entertainment here.
Yeah.
So maybe we
okay.
could expand and bring in some more stellar entertainment.
Yeah.
We'll
Maybe
see.
something outdoor would be cool, Echo Hollow style over there with the lake and an iPad.
I'm excited. What do
Yeah,
you
let's
guys
put that
want
on
Santa
the
to bring?
No.
Tell us what you guys want to bring. What do you want to see? We're really excited. I mean, the resort's going to be awesome, opening
Yeah.
in late 2026. I can't wait to see
And
what they do with that.
Listen, I mean, fan feedback is a real thing. I mean, we've got 10 years. The commitment to expand and develop that land is over the next 10 years. So, like, who knows the announcements that are coming, and how, maybe our fans will influence some of those.
That's right.
I'm sure it's pretty planned out, but we'd love to know what the people want,
Exciting times ahead.
It is exciting times. Okay, now I have to ask, though, when do you actually have to put your Christmas list together?
Oh, goodness.
Have you? And the reason I ask is because my kiddos are required to show up at Thanksgiving with their Christmas wish list for their grandma and papa.
I love
So they're
that.
already working on it. I mean, they're
love it.
working on it. So we've had to think about that. I was just.
We don't have a ton of kids in our family yet. And so right now it's like giving is better than receiving for us
Yep.
right now. So I don't have a whole lot on my wish list. Maybe some fun white elephant gifts. But
Yep.
just to have a happy, healthy, wonderful Christmas.
Aw, world peace, right?
World peace.
Love it. Yes. Well, I'm going to add to my Christmas wish list an episode 7. This is so fun,
Yes.
right? Come on, let's keep doing the
That's
Silver Dollar
good.
City podcast. This has been so much fun, and thank you to the carolers who stopped by as our special guests. Again, you can hear their performance and all of the chat about Thanksgiving and an old-time Christmas and the foods on Spotify or Apple Podcast or on YouTube channel, our Silver Dollar City YouTube channel, or all links come from ozarkly.com too, is where you can start there. Ozarkly at silverdollarcity.com. Let us know what you love, what you hate. Give us some feedback on today's show. And until next time, I think we have a great past ahead of us here at Silver Dollar City.
That's right. See you next time.